Well guys, and welcome to Amazing Dinosaurs on YouTube. Today we're going to be unboxing 10 brand new Jurassic World Rebirth Dino toys and having awesome battles. Check it out. Warren, welcome to Amazing Dinosaurs on YouTube. Today I have 10 brand new Jurassic World Rebirth Dinosaur toys to unbox for you guys. I've got the Devour Tyrannosaurus Rex with roaring chomp. I got the Aquilops Dolores with sound and chomping action. I got the Micro Adventures Ultimate Mosasaurus. I got the Strike Attack Herrerasaurus. The Strike Attack Achillobator. The Strike Wild Roar Spiclypeus. The Strike Attack Nanotyrannus. And then I have some Chaos Theory ones. This is the Danger Pack Hypsilophodon. This is the Danger Pack Farlowichnus. And the Danger Pack Guemesia. Some of those are really hard to pronounce. Okay, let's check these out. Okay, so our first one is the Devour Tyrannosaurus Rex with awesome chomping, roaring action. Great movement in the tail to turn and chomp and roar, and I mean, it is awesome. Check that out. Oh, gotta hold it. I'm loving it. I didn't even know this was out till I found it at Target. It says chomp and devour, control the attack. Cool. Okay, then we have the Primal Protector Aquilops Dolores. So you have a tame button here, the eyebrows move. She like starts purring or something. You could open them up, feed her. Got chewing, chomping action. It's got some meat that you could feed to her. Really cool big legs. This is like a large version of the dino because I believe it's a small dino. It says leap and protect. So if you pull it down on its rear legs, let it go, it goes leaping through the air. Okay, here is an awesome one. Micro Adventures Ultimate Mosasaurus. I already showed you guys the Trex and the Micro Adventures Spinosaurus, but this one's about 3 times the size. It has lots of like action features, really cool sounds. You get to like wreck a boat here. I mean, it's just sweet. It says it comes with 6 micro figures. You have a raptor breakout area. Area to protect the dinosaur eggs, to wreck the ship. So you have 6 different play areas inside here. Cool. Okay, then our next one is the Strike Attack Herrerasaurus. So if you twist it, it's got a really cool chomp strike attack, which I do like. It says head twisting chomp, and I love the coloring. Okay, then we got the Strike Attack Achillobator. This is a punk attack dino with like head chomping action, but if you push it fast, he almost looks like he's at a punk rock concert and he's just rocking it out. Wow, love that guy. So it says head striking action. Cool. Okay, Strike Attack Nanotyrannus. So you got sideways chomping action. I love the Strike Attack ones. They're changing the attacks. One was up and down. Other one you twisted and it turned. This one you turn sideways and it chomps. The head almost looks like a snake T-Rex type dino. It says chomping action. The Wild Roar Spiclypeus. Cool attacking, head turning, chomping, roaring attack. action. Really cool, like green head. You got the 3 horns for the Triceratops. You got some hair growing out of its back. Awesome coloring. It says control the attack. Cool. Okay, so my next one is not a Jurassic World Rebirth toy. It's a Jurassic World Chaos Theory toy from the Netflix series. But I mean, I'm putting these because they're new dinos that I just found. This is the Danger Pack Hypsilophodon. I mean, I found this at like a small toy store called Sir Troy's Toy Kingdom, and it had an awesome selection. I made a video of the toy store for you guys. So I've been looking for these 3 for a while. Okay, so this is a Jurassic World Chaos Theory toy. This is a Danger Pack Farlowichnus. I'm including these with the Rebirth toys because I just found these. I've been looking for these for a while. Found them at a small toy store called Sir Troy's Toy Kingdom. And here is the other 3 I've been looking for. Okay, so this is a Jurassic World Chaos Theory Danger Pack Guemesia. I think I pronounced it right. Not really sure. It's like a aggressive looking red and gray T-Rex with the tiny little arm. I included this with Jurassic World Rebirth toys because I just found these at a small toy store called Sir Troy's Toy Kingdom. It's awesome. Made a video of them. And Warren, welcome to Amazing Dinosaurs on YouTube. I went and found one of the coolest dinos for the Jurassic World Rebirth toy line. This is the Devour Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it is awesome. You're ugly and your mama dresses you funny. Nobody talks about my mama like that. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. So if you go ahead and push the tongue down there. So get out of my face, man, or I'm gonna eat you. I'm loving it. Wow, that's one angry dino. But if you just press it quick, he only roars. If you hold it down, then he gets angry and starts chomping away. And he does also light up. You can see there, you got complete control through the tail. So all kinds of chomping, attacking action going on. It says chomp and devour, control the action. Cool. Let's open this up. Look, Ma, it's twins! That is awesome. So this is the super colossal T-Rex. This is the new one we just opened up. T-Rex versus Spinosaurus. Who will be our victor? Keep on watching. Okay, so once you open it, make sure you take it out of demo mode. Then it chomps for a lot longer, so you could feed it human. Yum, yum, yum. That looks yummy. It's T-Rex versus T-Rex. Who will be our victor? Keep on watching. Okay, time to check out the Power Devour Tyrannosaurus Rex. Again, the favorite feature is if you hold down the tongue, it does chomp, it lights up, it roars. I mean, it's really cool. And if you just push the tongue a little bit, it just roars. So, big difference between the two. The fat guy's just jumping through the forest for joy. All of a sudden, he gets chomped down and he becomes large. So anyways, like I said earlier, the look and the coloring is the same as the Super Colossal T-Rex. You got like a light gray, a dark gray, some tans blended in. I mean, really great job with the painting. You got like little, they look like glass eyes. Movement in the legs, it's a little stiff. I mean, you could move it to like center position there or all the way up, so it could like roar up at the sky there. But other than that, I mean, you're not gonna get it all the way down. Like some of the dinos will come down to the ground. You can do the chomping action if you like hold down the tongue and you bring it in like this to attack at an angle. But other than that, I mean, you're not gonna come all the way down to the ground. Great movement on the head. If you move the head, the tail moves. You move the tail, the head moves, so you got like swinging, striking action, turning, chomping up and down, so that is kind of fun over there. And then here's a look at the back and the other side, and you got your tiny little useless arms over here. Only thing you don't want to do is lose a finger! Ah, he's got my finger! To the Jurassic World Fun app, start it up, scan off my picture I included for you. Just scan right off there, and there we have our awesome attacking T-Rex. So you can get 360 views of it. I think one of the best views. Let's try on the other side. Nah, you have too many shadows from the light. I think that's the best view you're gonna get right there. And it is awesome. Check that out. Let's poke it a few times. See if we get a reaction. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Watch our hungry dino chop down the dinosaur. Welcome to Amazing Dinosaurs on YouTube. Today we're going to be unboxing 6 brand new Jurassic World Rebirth dinos. Although some of these are the Camp Cretaceous ones. So this first one is the Guemesia. They're going to be hard to pronounce. This next one's the Achillobator. And a new Herrerasaurus. I do apologize for my voice. I am sick right now, so I sound a little funny. And then the Farlowichnus. And then the Hypsilophodon. And the Nanotyrannus. Cool. Let's go ahead and unbox these and check them out. First one is the Danger Pack Guemesia. We'll take a look at the packaging first, and then we'll unbox all of them. There's the other ones. Okay, so our second one is the Jurassic World Rebirth Strike Attack Achillobator with the cool spike on his head and the chomping action. Cool. There's the other ones you can buy. And then a Strike Attack Herrerasaurus with the head twisting jump. Really cool looking. There's the other ones you can buy. Which, I just showed you that one. We have that one too. Cool. And the Jurassic World Rebirth Strike Attack Nanotyrannus. Pull the tail and he jumps. Really cool looking dino. Other 3 you can buy. Okay, so a really hard one to find was the Danger Pack Farlowichnus. This is from Jurassic World Chaos Theory Netflix series. He looks like a really cool raptor, but without the third claw. And there's the other 4 you could buy. Okay, so the next one is a Jurassic World Chaos Theory Netflix series, Danger Pack, Hypsilophodon. This guy's a really cool looking feathered dino. He looks like he's an herbivore, but not with the rounded mouth and everything. I think he's an herbivore. Really cool looking. This one was super hard to find. I've been looking for a long time. And then you have 4 other ones. First one is the Achillobator with a cool chomping action. He's got like the spikes on top of his head, looks like a mohawk. He's like a punk dino with feathers on the arms, big huge feathered tail. Really cool looking carnivore. I'm loving it. So our next one is a cool Herrerasaurus with side-to-side twisting, chomping action, which is cool for a small dino. Previously, we only had that for like one of the bigger T-Rexes, so you could have him like, I'm gonna get you. Okay, in my opinion, that's the coolest Herrerasaurus we've had yet. And then our next one is the Guemesia. So this one doesn't have any action. It has the head that goes up and down, the tail twist, tiny little useless arms. He looks like a Carnotaurus, but I guess Guemesia, so it's probably from the same family the Carnotaurus is. But I mean, I think it's pretty cool that we have a little cool looking Carnotaurus. Okay, then we got the Danger Pack Farlowichnus, a Jurassic World Chaos Theory dino. Really cool looking. Like I said, he looks similar to a Velociraptor, but without the third claw. No action here, but the head does move up and down, the tail twists, the arms move. So it's a cool looking little carnivore. The next is a Nanotyrannus with side chomping action. Pull the tail and it chomps. Previously only seen in the bigger dino toys. So he is really cool looking. I think it's Nanotyrannus because nano means like small, and Tyrannus, so like the Tyrannosaur family. So maybe it's like a smaller version of the T-Rex, but he does have like more muscular arms, dark blue, light blue coloring, yellow eyes, really cool looking Jurassic World Rebirth dino. Okay, so the Danger Pack Hypsilophodon, really cool looking dino, head moves, tail moves, arms move, no action feature, but if you look at him, his head looks like a griffin or like eagle type creature. He's got these spikes sticking out of it, so I mean this would be like a mix between like a raptor and a griffin, which is really cool. Dark red coloring with orange arms and head. He's just a really cool looking little dino. It's the 6 dinos versus the rat. And he charges. He took them all down. How cool is that? Now it's time to drag them back into that. Now he's dragging them back to eat them. add these to our Jurassic World Facts app. Simply scan off the pictures I included for you. Actually, Jurassic World Fun app. I'm gonna hit the scan button and scan off our dino. Okay, there is our first awesome dino, our punk dino. Really cool looking. Then our next one. Cool. Then our next one. Whoa, cool. So this is the desert scene on this one. Then our next one. Again, a desert scene. Cool. Then our next one. Then our final one. Whoa, this guy is awesome. Okay, and if you've been following my videos, you have well over 30 of the Jurassic World Rebirth Dinosaur toys. I gave you the scan codes for. They are awesome. If you're missing any, and welcome to Amazing Dinosaurs on YouTube. Today we have 2 Jurassic World Rebirth Dinosaur toys to unbox. We've got the ultimate Mosasaurus. This is a micro adventure one. Really cool looking. And then we've got the wild roar Spiclypeus. Cool. Let's check them out. It's King Kong vs. Mosasaurus. Our first one is the ultimate Mosasaurus with 6 micro figures and 6 play areas and really awesome sound. The Mosasaurus sound is so cool. Okay, that sounds awesome. Check out the back. So there's 6 play areas. You got the protect dinosaur eggs. You got a raptor breakout, wreck the ship. Looks like they got the Spinosaurus is swimming there. Okay, so it's time to free him from the packaging. Cool. So there we have our awesome micro adventure Mosasaurus set. However, I do have bad news. I ordered this from Target.com and somebody stole all the miniatures. So the miniatures were all gone by the time I got it, which is disappointing. I'm not happy about that. But anyways, when it does open up, it's a really cool looking Mosasaurus, huge teeth. The teeth and everything like actually disappear into the figure, which is a lot of fun. And then the different play areas. So here we have protect the eggs. So the eggs could actually slide out when the humans are up here. You got these 2 little like switch things here. You'd attach the helicopter and Quetzalcoatlus there. And then just let them go and see which ones get to the bottom first. And which one would be the winner. And down over here, we have like a raptor surprise area. You push this, the raptor breaks out its lights and sound effects and everything, which is really cool. So let's take a look at that again. So it's like, You could also do the sound effects without it. You got like a big cave area here. Now let's check out the coolest part, the shipwreck with the Spinosaurus. So first of all, under the shipwreck, you can see there like the ocean floor, which is really cool looking. There's like coral or something there. The speaker's actually down there. The water here looks like a big tongue of the Mosasaurus. So once the ship is attacked, they break it open. The ship over there falls down. It sinks into the ocean. So you got cool sound effects. You can sink it all the way down into the ocean, which is fun. I do love the sound effects. They are really cool. And then even when it's open all the way, like, let's do that sound effect. Okay, so even when it's open all the way, like here, you could go ahead, slam the head shut, and it's ready to go. You could always take the battery out of the bottom if you want to bring it for to play in like quiet areas like church or a library or something. So it is a really cool set. When the miniatures are included, I have no idea what happened. I'm very disappointed in Target. Then our next one is the Wild Roar Spiclypeus. With cool head moving action, sound, attack. Really cool looking from the Triceratops family with the 3 horns. And you got a big huge plate like behind his head with a bunch of horns sticking out of there. Really cool coloring. It says control the attack, made in Vietnam. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and free him from the packaging. At the end of the video, I'll also include the scan code so you guys can go ahead and scan it into the Jurassic World Fun app. So there is our cool Wild Roar Spiclypeus challenging our Spinosaurus. So if the Spinosaurus is about to attack the Spiclypeus, it's like, no way, man! And he takes down the Spinosaurus. Cool. So you do have the head moving sideways, up and down action there. So you get like really cool, realistic looking action. You got the cool green coloring with the awesome spikes here. You got some yellow there, like a tannish brown color. You got some brown hair growing on the back. So it is a cool, like, attack dino. I mean, I do like the features in the tail. So you could make it, like, very realistic looking. I mean, he's like, no way, no, 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 oh no, you're not gonna beat me. And he's like, rah! He charges and breaks the camera. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, you could move his legs out like that, so maybe he could stand on 2 to challenge bigger dinos. So there we have our awesome Spiclypeus. I will also include the scan codes for you guys. Also in the background there we have my giant Hammond collection Spinosaurus busting out of my giant Jurassic Park custom gates I had made. Cool. It's King Kong vs. Spiclypeus! It's Mosasaurus and Spiclypeus versus Dolores. And he's charging! He took down the Spiclypeus. Now he's trying to take down the Mosasaurus. Well, he dragged him away anyway. Now it's time for him to feed. Start up your Jurassic World Fun app, hit the scan button, scan off the picture I included for you. And there we have our awesome Spiclypeus. Really cool looking, aggressive dino. I mean, he looks exactly like the toy, which is cool. Let's see if we could get him to attack. Sometimes if I poke, oh, there we go. Okay, so he doesn't like getting poked. And if you've been following my videos, you have close to 40 Jurassic World Rebirth dinos in your collection. Hi everyone, welcome to Amazing Dinosaurs on YouTube. Today we have 3 brand new Jurassic World Rebirth dino toys to unbox for you. We have the sprinting Spinosaurus or exercise Spinosaurus, the Primal protector Aquilops Dolores, and the wild roar Ankylosaurus. Cool. Let's check these out. Okay, so our first one we're going to check out is the sprinting Spinosaurus, or as I call it, exercise bike Spinosaurus. He looks like he's riding an exercise bike. It's hilarious. It's our dinos! First, the Distortus Rex! Oh, he's charging! Oh, he took them down! The Aquilops is still up! Oh, and down he goes. Now it's time for him to feed. It's King Kong vs. Spinosaurus! Okay, time to free him from the packaging or his exercise bike. And he's free. So here is our awesome exercise bike dino. Oh, that is so funny. Or you could pop it out of the exercise bike. I mean, look at him. His whole head swivels, the body does. His legs run like a cartoon character. I mean, it's just hilarious. I mean, just seeing this guy makes me really laugh. Oh, this guy is awesome. So he's got like a rubber spine here, which is attached to his legs. So when it turns, he has really goofy like action motion there. And then also on his head here swivels when it moves. So it makes his head shake back and forth, which is hilarious. I mean, this is a super fun toy. It's fun for adults, but for kids too. I mean, kids will love just pushing that around. I mean, just making it run like it's crazy or something. Here comes our huge dino. He's trying to escape on his exercise bike, back and forth, and he gets chomped down by our T-Rex. Cool. Then our next one is the Primal protector Aquilops Dolores. So you have to tame it right there, and then you can feed it, and it chomps stuff down. Cool. And then it leaps and protects also. Okay, time to free this guy from the packaging. Cool. Ah, there we go. And then our Primal protector Aquilops Dolores. It is awesome. So first there's a switch here so you could tame the dino. It makes like a purring type noise. Its eyebrows move. And then you could also have it sit down. It'll open its mouth like that, and you can feed it with the piece of meat they include. Makes a chomping noise. And then he gets so excited that he leaps forward. How cute is that? See, he leaps forward. Oh, smooth. And you gotta do it quick. Oh, there we go. Cool. I do like that. So there we have it. So yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Chomp, 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 chomp. And then he leaps forward. Or if you want, you could feed it one of the characters from Jurassic Park. There's Dennis Nedry. He has the bad luck to get chomped down again. And last time he flew out of his mouth. Let's see. I can't push it fast enough. Okay, well anyway, there we have it. Our awesome Aquilops Dolores. Super cute, guys. So, again, you tame him, you feed him, and he leaps forward. Awesome. I really do like that dino. It's cool and cute. Next one is a Wild Roar Ankylosaurus. This is another Jurassic World Rebirth one. It has like the attack feature. You can move its head to attack, or if you move its head, you could have the tail swinging and attacking. This is control the attack. Cool. Okay, time to free him from the package. And we'll have the scan codes at the end of the video. Cool. It's free. Okay, we got the Wild Roar Ankylosaurus. So you got like head moving action, back and forth, up and down. So you could make it look like really realistic there. Or if you move the head, then you have like tail swinging action. It'll turn and go like up and down like it's beating the ground ready to attack. Really cool coloring, guys. You got like purple, black, gray, orange, yellow, some like a tannish green. I mean, it's just really cool. Super cool spikes on the sides, the top. I mean, this is one bad looking dino. I mean, that is by far the coolest Ankylosaurus I've seen. And then you could move like its arms to like stand there on, I mean its legs to stand on two legs there. So, I think this is a super cool Ankylosaurus. It's King Kong vs. Dolores Aquilops. It's Ankylosaurus vs. Kong. Up your Jurassic World Fun app, hit the scan button, scan off the picture I included for you, and there we have our awesome Ankylosaurus. Really cool looking with that orange head. I love it. Ooh, yeah, that's quite an attack. How cool. And then if you've been following along, you have about 40 of the Jurassic World Rebirth Dinosaur toys. I gave you guys the codes for it.
Welcome back! Today we're checking out my collection of Jurassic World Dominion figures, including these brand new ones that I'm gonna open up in this video. First up is the Roar Strikers Iguanodon. So here is the unboxed Iguanodon. I think this might be the first Iguanodon in my collection, actually. It's got a light tan body with dark brown on top and the tan striping. It's got the barcode scanner right along the top. And you can move its front legs around and its back legs. Plus, there is an action button that when you press down on the body, it roars and dips its head down too. Next up, we've got the Mega Raptor from the Roar Strikers series. As you already know, the Mega Raptor is related to the Velociraptor, but it's got some differences. This figure has feathers all over its body. You can see some on its arms, on the top of its back, on the top of its head, and at the end of the tail as well. This figure is bright red in the back and a dark blue-gray in the front. Plus, it has some detailing on the face as well. And this figure comes with an action that when you press down on the body, it chomps and roars. Next up, we've got a dual pack. This is the Sound Surge Tyrannosaurus Rex and Giganotosaurus set. All right, here they are. Let's check out the Giganotosaurus first. This Giganotosaurus has the typical dark green and black coloring, typical for the Jurassic World figures. And it's pretty adjustable. You can move the tail, you can move the arms and the legs. So it is pretty adjustable. I will note that the mouth is actually not colored at all. So it is just green, just like the rest of the body. But the coolest feature of these figures are the roaring sound effects. Let's check that out. That is pretty cool. I bet that roar is from the movie. Now let's check out the Tyrannosaurus Rex. This figure has the tan brown coloring with the black detailing that we see in many of the T-Rex figures. You can open and close the mouth, but as you notice, the mouth is not colored differently than the rest of the face. And you can move the arms and the legs and the tail just like the Giganotosaurus. So now let's check out the T-Rex sound effects that this comes with. I really like how this comes in a 2-pack too, and they're both the same size, smaller than most of the T-Rex figures, but still a good size. Next up, we've got a super colossal Atrociraptor. This figure has the light gray body with the brown and lighter brown detailing on its back and sides. It's got some huge claws on its hand, just like the super colossal Velociraptor figures. And on its face, it has a full set of teeth all the way around. It's got those orange eyes. And just like all the other super colossal figures, you can feed it miniature dinosaurs and empty it out in its stomach. Next up of these super colossal figures is the T-Rex. This figure is dark brown on the sides, black on the top, and has the light underbelly like many dinosaurs. It is fully adjustable like the other super colossal figures. It's got the yellow eyes and a huge set of teeth. And of course, this super colossal T-Rex can eat miniature dinosaurs as well that you can empty out in the stomach compartment. And finally, of the super colossal figures is the Giganotosaurus. Just like we saw in the smaller Giganotosaurus, it has the dark green sides. However, this one has more detailing along the top. I think it has some bigger spines and it has a light underbelly too. You can move the wrists, you can move the arms, the legs, the tail, and of course you can open up the Giganotosaurus's mouth really wide to eat those miniature dinosaurs too. And this figure actually has some bright golden eyes, which I think is really cool. Next up, we've got the Hammond Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex. This figure is the most adjustable Tyrannosaurus Rex that I have. You can twist the torso around, can move all the joints in its arms, in its legs. It actually has 2 joints in its tail as well, which is pretty cool. And it has tons of detail on its face too. It's got some super realistic details in its mouth, like the tongue and the flap on the side. It's got these dark yellow teeth, and it's got those marble yellow eyes too. Here we've got the Thrash and Devour T-Rex. This T-Rex, just like the super colossal figure, is dark brown on the sides, it has the black on the top, and the light underbelly too. I will note that this figure's head is proportionally larger than the rest of its body compared to the other T-Rex figures that I have, which is an interesting detail. And it has the tail that controls the head and a button for roaring too. This is the Ocean Protector Mosasaurus. Unlike the older Mosasaurus figure, this has a dark blue body with white speckles all over its top. It's got the light blue eyes, the huge jaw, and you can adjust the fins and actually move the tail in this one. Next up is the sound-slashing Thyrannosaurus. This dinosaur was one of the stars of the new Jurassic World Dominion movie. And this figure is actually pretty controllable too. You can use the tail to swing the head around and the torso, and there's a button on the tail for the chomping as well. And you know, I think this might be my favorite dinosaur from the new Jurassic World movie. Comment down below what your favorite dinosaur was from the new Jurassic World Dominion movie. This is the Roar Striker's Ankylosaurus. It has the clay red bottom and the brown and tan top. This figure is pretty adjustable as well. You can twist its head around, you can move its legs, and it has an action button that when you press down on the body, it swings its tail around. This big figure is the Yangchuanosaurus. It has a soft green colored body with the lighter underbelly and the brown detailing along the top, plus this orange detail right on the top of its head. You can move the arms on this figure and the legs, and the tail actually controls the torso and the head, so you can move it and make it look really lifelike. This is the Rowdy Roars Atrociraptor, and this figure has two features. First is when you press this button on the top, you get some sound effects, and the second is when you touch its chin, it'll actually walk around. Next up, we have a mysterious dino cage, but what could be inside of it? Let's see. All right, it's an Atrociraptor, and you can actually control it from the back too. This figure is a light gray color with the brown detailing over its body, and is pretty adjustable too. You can move all the different limbs, you can open and close the jaw, and even twist the neck around. Next up is the Rajasaurus with the brown coloring on its side and bottom, and it's got the gray-blue coloring right along the top of its back, as well as that single horn right on the top of its head. Plus, this figure comes with an action that when you press down on its body, it chomps and roars. This next one is the massive action Ankylosaurus. Just like the Carnotaurus, it has the clay red body with the brown detailing along the top, and it's got this super long neck that you can actually control by moving the tail around. Here we've got the Rowdy Roars Dilophosaurus. It's got the iconic frills on the sides and the top, and just like the other Rowdy Roars figure that I have, it has two action buttons. First is when you press the button on top of its head, and the second is when you touch its chin. It can walk around. Next up is the Hammond Collection Baryonyx. This figure is super adjustable in all its limbs. It has some pretty cool coloring, pretty similar to the other Baryonyx figures, especially with that blue detailing right underneath its eye. So this figure is super easy to pose on the shelf. I really like that. This is the Pachycephalosaurus, actually from the Legacy collection. It's got the gray body with a little bit of brown detailing on the bottom and a bunch of blue along the top. It's got the DNA barcode scanner right along its shoulder, and you can use the tail for the headbutting action. This is the Carnotaurus from the Jurassic World Dominion movie. It's got the green body with the orange detailing along the top, and it's pretty adjustable too. You can move its neck, open its jaw, you can move its legs and arms, and even twist the tail too. Here is the huge winged dinosaur that I'm sure you recognize from the new Jurassic World Dominion movie. This is the Quetzalcoatlus. It's got the soft blue-gray coloring along its body, it's got the brown wings, and it's got some bright coloring right along its head. It's got some orange and some bright blue too. Looks like we've got some battle damage figures from the Jurassic World Dominion collection. This first one is the Velociraptor with extreme battle damage, right there on the side. You can press it to turn it on and off. I've also got actually 2 of the extreme battle damage Coelurus's. These figures are pretty adjustable as well. You can put them in all sorts of poses and even open and close their jaws. And I've got the Dimetrodon with extreme battle damage right on its side. Next up, I've got the Moros Intrepidus from the Ferocious pack. This figure has a soft green color along most of its body. It's got the orange along its tail and a little bit of detailing along its back, and some detailing right along its eyes too. This is the Ferocious pack Miragaia. This figure has a darker color scheme with the dark gray-blue color in the back and the black in the front with some brighter detailing right along its face. And the most iconic part are these 2 huge horns right next to its shoulders. This is the Cosmoceratops from the Legacy collection. It has a dark green color along most of its body with a bit brighter green along the top. It's got some cool detailing along its face, and it has an action button for roaring. This is a Dilophosaurus. Now you can't open and close its jaws, but it's got the bright frills right in the front as usual, and a green body on the bottom and black on the top. Here we've got another Atrociraptor. This one is in the sneaking or stalking pose. It's got the light tan body with a bit of dark brown detailing along it, and you can even open and close the jaw on this one. This is the Zungaripterus. This is a flying dinosaur, and it's got the bright yellow wings and belly and brown top and face as well. And it's got some bright blue and red detailing right along its face. And finally, we've got a little Velociraptor Beta. This figure looks a lot like Blue. It's got the same distinctive coloring, but this is actually a younger Velociraptor, just like in the movie. Welcome back to the Amazing Dinosaurs channel. Today we are checking out this huge collection of dinosaur toys that I have on my shelves right here. Let's go ahead and start right over here with the Tapehara. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's a little winged dinosaur. Look at that. That is pretty cool. But what I'm most excited to show you is this giant T-Rex right here. Look at the size of that thing, and it's custom colored too. Up next, we've got a little Chiolingosaurus right here. It's a cute little guy, you know? Beside it, we've got this nice little Indominus Rex here. It's like a little baby Indominus Rex. And its mouth opens and closes too. And then right beside it, we've got Mama Indominus Rex. Wow, look at the size of that thing. And it's even got a stomach compartment so you can actually feed the dinosaur other smaller dinosaurs. And right beside it, we've got another gigantic T-Rex. Look at that. This is so cool. This is such a huge dinosaur. And right beside it, we've got a little dinosaur called the Shringosaurus. Check out those horns. It's a funny looking dinosaur, don't you think? Over here, we've got this cool, rubbery Indominus Rex. It's got this rubber skin texture that makes it feel kind of like a real-life skin, you know? And right beside it, we've got one of my favorite dinosaurs, the Carnotaurus. Look at how ferocious they look, and those huge horns on top. Up next, we've got another massive T-Rex. Look at the size of that compared to the dinosaurs beside it. And this one's a cool gray color too. And look at those teeth. Those are some huge teeth. Moving on, we've got a little baby Triceratops right here. Look how cute he is. And he's got the battle damage on the side as well. And right beside it, we've got another vicious red dinosaur too. This is an awesome colored dinosaur. Check that out. And at the very end of the shelf here, we've got a cute little Gallimimus. Isn't that cute? Moving on to the next shelf, we've got this giant Quetzalcoatlus. Look at the size of this thing. Those wings are huge. Up next, we've got a mama Dilophosaurus and a baby Dilophosaurus, still inside the egg. Moving on over here, we've got this awesomely covered Sarcophagus. Over here, we've got this yellow dinosaur with the red top and that huge horn, but I'm not sure what kind of dinosaur this is. Do you know? Why don't you let me know in the comments below. On our next shelf, we've got this awesome looking Triceratops. Look at the size of those horns and all those little horns along the edge too. Right beside it, we've got this cute little Ankylosaurus right here. And up next, we've got this massive Ceratosaurus. Let's see what kind of noises it makes. Wow, that is super amazing. Right next to it is a dinosaur called the Achillobator. This is a smaller dinosaur, but look at that coloring too. I really like that yellow and blue combination. Up next, we've got the Herrerasaurus, and it's got a button right here. Let's see what happens. Whoa, that is super cool. That is awesome. On to the next shelf over here. This is a Dracorex. It's a smaller dinosaur, but check out all those spikes on its head right there. And right next to it, we've got another big dinosaur, the Cryolophosaurus here. Look at that yellow coloring with the orange on top. That is super cool. Right beside it, we've got a giant Pteranodon. Look at the size of this thing. It has to be like a foot wide with the wings. And the final dinosaur on this level is the Suchomimus. Moving down to the next shelf, we've got a huge Indominus Rex. Look at this. And he's even got space inside the mouth that you can fit dinosaurs in. Right beside it, I've got a little Herrerasaurus. This is a little guy, you know, but it's still a pretty cool collectible. And of course, one of the most popular dinosaurs, the T-Rex. And right beside it, we've got one of the largest ocean dinosaurs, the Mosasaurus. This is a super cool dinosaur, and I love having this one on my shelf. All right, let's move on. Oh, over here, check this out. This is a Scorpius Rex. Wow, that is super cool. Right beside him, we've got Owen from the Jurassic World movies. Say hi, Owen. Up next, we've got this beautifully colored Narsutoceratops. And I think the horns on this guy is even bigger than a Triceratops. Look at that. And over here, we've got this little T-Rex. It's green colored, but it has the battle damage on the side too. And right beside it, we've got the Carcharodontosaurus, and it has an action button. That is super awesome. And the last one on this shelf is a Dilophosaurus with that super bright coloring. Up next, we've got another giant Indominus Rex. But check this one out. This is a hybrid Indominus Rex. Look at that coloring and the spikes and the gold on its claw. And it's got this button right here. That is so cool. Right beside it, I've got this little Gallimimus dinosaur. And right next to that, the Albertosaurus. And this dinosaur has battle damage as well. Check that out. Moving on, we've got a huge Stegosaurus right here with those massive spikes on its tail right there. And the last one on this level is the beautiful Concavenator. Look at that bright red on its back and that purple right on its face too. And it's got an action button. Let's see what happens. All right, moving down a level. Here we go. All right, another giant Mosasaurus. Everyone watch out! And over here, we've got another small water dinosaur. This is called the Plesiosaurus. Right beside it, this awesome T-Rex. And look at this button on it. Look at what it does. Wow, look at that roar action. That is so cool. And in the middle shelf, we've got a Baryonyx right here. Oops, I knocked over this guy. This one is a Pachycephalosaurus. And another T-Rex. Look how giant these are compared to the other dinosaurs. That is so cool. And right next to the T-Rex, I've got this awesome colored Dimetrodon. Look at this. Look at the size of that spine on its back too. And over here, oh, do you see that? It's a Velociraptor. Look out, oh no. And over here, perched on its rock, is a Pteranodon. One of the coolest flying dinos. At least I think so. Okay, moving on to the next shelf. Got this awesome looking Baryonyx. Look at that. And right beside it, a cute little Stygimoloch with battle damage on the side. Over here, we've got a giant Stegosaurus. Look at the size of this thing compared to the Stygimoloch. That is huge. But wait, you haven't seen huge until you've seen the next one, which is the giant Spinosaurus. Wow. This dinosaur is so cool. And the final dinosaur on this level is the great Carnotaurus. Everybody watch out. All right, let's move down another level. This is the final level, and it has some more giant dinosaurs, like this giant Apatosaurus. Look at the size of this guy. Right beside it, I've got this awesome blue Velociraptor. Look at the coloring on him. And right beside it, we've got another giant Spinosaurus. These are so cool. I love the coloring on their spines. But wait, there's even more. Look at this giant Velociraptor. This is huge. It's probably 2 or 3 feet long. And right below it, we've got Blue the Velociraptor as well. Moving on to the next shelf here, what do we have? We've got a giant Carnotaurus. Look at those horns. And it's even got some battle damage as well. Look at that. And with this dinosaur, you can actually feed it smaller dinosaurs, and it has a stomach compartment at the bottom too. That is super cool. And a baby Carnotaurus. Look at that. Over beside it, we've got a family of Brachiosauruses here. Look, here's the first baby, and here's the second baby, and then we've got the mama Brachiosaurus right here. This one is huge. But check out beside it on the next shelf, this is a giant T-Rex, and look at all the battle damage that it has on its neck and on its face too. Look at the size of those teeth right there. Some of them are broken because this is an old toy, but this is still a really cool looking T-Rex. And look at that, right next to it, we've got a smaller T-Rex, ready to fight as well. And right beneath it is another dinosaur that I would not want to mess with in the wild because of the size of these spikes. This is the Sauropelta. And last but certainly not least is this giant Velociraptor and this tiny little Dimorphodon on top. But check out this Velociraptor. Look at those teeth in its mouth. And just like the other giant dinosaurs I have, this Velociraptor has a stomach compartment. So you can actually feed it small dinosaurs, and it goes all the way down to its stomach where you can take them out again. That is super cool. All right, that is all the dinosaurs that I am currently displaying on my dinosaur shelves. I hope you enjoyed checking out all these dinosaurs, and I can't wait to see you next time when I show you even more. Welcome back to the Amazing Dinosaurs channel. Today, I'm going to show you a huge collection of Jurassic World figures. Let's start with these brand new, and I've actually got this giant one right here. Let's open it up. This is a ginormous Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's got the foot stomping action. And it's got a roar with a button as well. Let's check that out. That is so cool. Plus, this set comes with a cage that you put around its head that it can break free from. Let's go ahead and put that on and check out the action. All right, so here is the trapped T-Rex, but I think he can break free. Let's see him try. Ready? 3, 2, 1, break free! Wow, that is so cool. I love that action. I've got a few more brand new ones to add to my collection, starting with this one. This is the Tanystropheus. Let's go ahead and open this up. And let's check it out. Wow, look at that really long neck. And I love the coloring on this. This is like a bright blue color. I don't have that many dinosaurs that are colored like this. And that really long neck leading up to this awesome face right there. Look at those teeth too. And I believe this one has an action as well. If you move the tail, then the neck moves up and down. That is so cool. And I've got another brand new dinosaur to add to my collection. This is the Styracosaurus from the Fierce Force collection. Let's check this out. So this looks kind of like a Triceratops, you know? But it has a lot more horns. And this one has an action as well. If you move the tail, then the head goes up and down. And I really like those, it's like a glowing yellow and orange right there on the front of its head. All right, which one should we do next? I think we should do this awesome Indominus Rex. Look at the coloring on this. This is so bright and so cool looking. It's got the blue belly with the purple on the side and on the top. And then it's got that black ridge all the way down with the orange outlining it. This is a really cool Indominus Rex, and it has 2 actions. You've got the button on the tail for the roar, and you've got a button up top here for the slashing action. That is so cool. Look at all those teeth. Up next, right in front here, we've got a giant Spinosaurus. Look at the blue coloring on its spine, and look at all this brown and tan. I think that this would blend into the jungle really well. This one would sneak up on you, and it would pounce on you before you could even know it's there. This is a really cool figure. And right over here, we've got one of my favorite T-Rex figures. This one is different from all the others because it has this green and brown coloring all over it that'll make it blend into the jungle more than any of the other T-Rexes that I have. And it has some action buttons as well. It's got the foot stomp right here. And if you move the tail, it'll move its head too. That is super cool. The coloring and detail on this Tyrannosaurus Rex is super realistic. Over here, we've got another Tyrannosaurus Rex. This one is like a brown-orange color. The legs move, the tail moves, the arms, and look at all the battle damage all over it. It's got it on its leg, on its tail, on its side, and I really like the ones on its face too. It makes it look a lot more tough. Look at that. That is so cool. Uh-oh, better watch out. Here comes another Indominus Rex. This one is a normal colored Indominus Rex, but it still has the same awesome action buttons like we saw on the blue Indominus Rex. Got the roar, And you've got the slashing action. That is so cool. And look at all these spikes and bumps on its back too. This Indominus Rex is huge. Uh-oh, you better watch out. Here comes one of the biggest ocean monsters that we saw in the Jurassic World movies. This is the Mosasaurus. Look at the size of its mouth. That is huge, and all those teeth. If you saw this in the ocean, you better get away fast. All right, we've got another Spinosaurus with different coloring. This one is green and red, and I think would blend into the jungle just as well as the other one probably. Maybe not with the red, but who knows? It's still got the same awesome action button for its jaw. And you can move its arms, its legs, and its tail as well. This is a really cool Spinosaurus figure. Over here, we've got another super cool Tyrannosaurus Rex. This one, though, has the battle damage that you can turn on and off. Check it out with this button right here. That is so cool. So when you're playing with another dinosaur, and the other dinosaur comes along, and it bites him on the side, you can turn on the battle damage just like that. That is super neat. And of course, we've got a Carnotaurus right here. This is like a red and orange dinosaur with a brown on top with all those little spikes. That is so cool. And up, he's a loud dinosaur. And up top here, you can see that it's got those two huge horns. You better watch out for this one in the jungle. All right, let's keep digging. Over here. All right. This is a Scorpius Rex from the Jurassic World movies. Look at those poisonous spikes. I think they're quills actually on its tail. And it's got two action buttons. Look at all those teeth right there. And the second action button is for the arms. Also, look at that massive claw on its foot. That is so crazy. All right here we've got a giant winged dinosaur. This is the Quetzalcoatl, or I think that's how you pronounce it. But this is a huge flying dinosaur, and it's got two action buttons right there on the top. Let's see what they do. The first one flaps its wings like that. The second one moves its beak up and down. That is super cool. This is a huge flying dinosaur figure. Oh, look at this right over here. One of the coolest dinosaurs from the new Jurassic World movies, the Indoraptor. On this figure, the jaw doesn't open and close, which is a bit of a bummer, but you can still move its arms and its legs and its tail as well. And look at that detail of the gold stripe down its side. Check it out. We've got two more Scorpius Rexes right here in the back. Look at this. One of them is a bit smaller than the other. This one has the action buttons just like we saw before. And this one, the smaller one, doesn't have the action buttons, but it still has the same coloring and those poisonous quills on its tail. All right, let's keep digging around. Let's see. All right, here is an Allosaurus. Look at that action. That chomping action right there. That is so cool. This is a gray dinosaur, and it's got those yellow markings all along its back and tail. And it's quite movable as well. You can move all the parts of its body. All right, here we've got an Ankylosaurus with battle damage. This Ankylosaurus has an action as well. If you move its leg, then its tail will move back and forth for hitting its opponents, and its face will move up and down too. That is super cool, and I love that battle damage. That's a cool little detail there. All right, we've got another vicious Endoraptor. This one has a mouth that can open and close, and its entire body basically can move as well. It is fully adjustable. So this is a great model to have up on your shelf. And once again, that gold stripe all the way down its body, that is so cool. All right, here we've got what I believe is a Ceratosaurus. It's got that big horn on the front and all those tiny little, I think they're like spikes or bumps right along its spine. And it's got an action button as well. Wow, that is super scary sounding. All right, here we've got one of the most popular dinosaurs from the Jurassic World and Jurassic Park movies, the Velociraptor. And this figure is superposable. Look at that, you can move its legs in any direction, even its claw right on its foot can go up and down. This is a great superposable Velociraptor. Up next, we've got a miniature Spinosaurus with battle damage and an action as well. You move the tail, the head can move as well. You better watch out for Spinosauruses whenever you're near water, because these dinosaurs are known for hunting for fish. That is super cool. All right, we've got another Velociraptor right here. I think I got a few more in here. Oh yeah, here is Blue the Velociraptor, and it's got the battle damage too. That is so cool. But this yellow Velociraptor actually has a spring jumping action like that. Look at with its legs, they're spring loaded, so it can leap up into the air. You ready? And back into the bin. This is a super cool Velociraptor and super bright. Oh, look at this super bright dinosaur. This is so colorful, bright blue, and the dark blue and gold as well. This, I believe, is a hybrid dinosaur, I think between a Stegosaurus and a Triceratops. That is so cool, and it's got the battle damage too. Right over here, we've got a miniature Mosasaurus. We saw the big version of this, and now here is a smaller toy version. But this one comes with the battle damage. Look at that, you can even see some bones in there too. And look at this one. This is a baby T-Rex. Look at that, it looks a lot like an adult T-Rex. Still has the same stance and overall form, but it's just a lot smaller, and it looks like a baby in some ways. And it's got the action as well. Check this out. We've got another superposable Velociraptor. Look at how you can pose its arms and its legs, and its head and even its neck too. You don't see that very often in figures. And look at those claws again. You can move them up and down, just like how they do in real life. Here we've got another Ankylosaurus, I believe. Look at all that armor plating, and it's got the spikes on the side as well. And it's got an action button right here. When you press it, there goes its tail. You better watch out. You do not want to get hit by that tail. All right, look at this one. This is a Metriacanthosaurus. This is a super bright red dinosaur, and it's got those black stripes all along its back and its tail as well. And it's even got a little bit of like the orange yellow on its face too. And it's got the action button. This is the Edmontosaurus. Look at that. Yellow up top and the blue along its head, and it's a super colorful dinosaur. Do you think that this would blend into the jungle still though? Let me know in the comments below. Look at this giant dinosaur. This is an Pseudoceratops, and check out those giant horns. They kind of look like the horns of a bull, don't you think, in a way? That's really cool. And we've got the action buttons up top as well. This is a massive dinosaur. You better stay out of the way of this one or he might stomp on you. Oh, we've got another Allosaurus right here, but this one looks different than the last one that we saw. This one is blue up top and then a tan on the sides and the bottom. And we've got the action buttons. Let's see what they do. That is super cool. Here we've got a tiny little Stygimoloch with a super hard head and the spikes, and with the action as well, so it can headbutt other dinosaurs to defend itself. And here we've got two differently colored Gallimimuses. We've got a bright orange one here, and then like a blue-gray Gallimimus right here. Oh, you know what? We've got another Gallimimus in here. I missed this one. But this one also has different coloring. Look at that blue and red up top, and the orange sides, and the orange tail as well. Just a few dinosaurs left. Here we've got a baby Ankylosaurus. Look at that. It still has that hard covering up top to defend itself against predators. Oh, right here we've got two twin dinosaurs. These are the Ornitholestes. And they're both brown with the yellow striping on top and a little bit of orange on their face right there. Here we've got a bright green dinosaur. This is the Sauropelta. And check out those massive spikes on its back. I bet those are for defense against predators. And here are our last two dinosaurs. This is the Herrerasaurus, with the battle damage on the side too. That is super neat. And this gray dinosaur is the Troodon. Hello and welcome back to the Amazing Dinosaurs channel. Today we're going to check out a bunch of giant dinosaurs that are in the new Jurassic World Dominion movie. And I've actually got some brand new toys as well to unbox. Let's get started with this big one right here. This is from the Jurassic World Dominion toy series that just came out. Let's open it up. All right, so we've got the Capture and Crush truck. And let's go ahead and click the arm into place. All right, this truck is used for capturing those dinosaurs, like this Velociraptor right here. Let's see it in action. Car's driving around, along comes this raptor, and you can use the claw to swoop down and pick up the raptor and then put it in the back of the truck. Just like that. Now we have a captured Velociraptor. Or is he captured? This is a really cool toy. And it even comes with a few more things as well. You've got a cannon in there. You've got some chains, and I think this truck actually has an additional feature to it. So check this out. The truck can actually break apart. When the Raptor comes along and it headbutts the front of the car, bam! Oh no, look out! The truck's broken! That is so cool. And you can even do that on the side too. You can headbutt it and wham! The car breaks. That is so awesome. This is one powerful Velociraptor. And next up of our brand new Jurassic World Dominion toys is this Owen Escape Pack. And look at all the dinosaurs that it comes with. And of course, Owen on his motorcycle. Let's open it up. All right, so this set comes with 3 dinosaurs. The first one is a giant Carnotaurus. Look at that, you can see its horns, and I think one of the horns is actually broken. It's a wounded Carnotaurus. And the other 2 dinosaurs are the mighty Atrociraptors. Look at the coloring on this one. It is striped. It's like bright orange with the white striping. That is crazy. And our other Atrociraptor, ooh, he's in that sneaking pose. He's stalking his prey, which is Owen right now. So you better watch out for this Atrociraptor, or he'll sneak up on you. And finally, we've got Owen up here, and he comes with a helmet and a tiny little knife. Let's check out Owen. All right, here's Owen. Fits on his motorcycle. It's a bright red motorcycle. And he zooms away while the Atrociraptors chase after him. Run! Next up in our brand new figures, we've got the Ankylosaurus, the Roar Strikers series. Let's open this dinosaur up. Here is the great and mighty Ankylosaurus. Look at all that armor plating on its back. And I love the coloring on this too. It's like a clay red color, and it's got brown on the top, and all those spikes are a nice bright tan color. And this toy comes with an action as well. You can push down on its back and it'll swing his tail. Watch out for that tail. All right, let's see what other dinosaurs we've got from the Jurassic World Dominion movie. Right here, we've got the good old classic Tyrannosaurus Rex. And this dinosaur actually comes with a cage that you can put on its face that he'll break out of. So right now he's trapped, and he's gonna break out in 3, 2, 1, go! That is so cool. This is an awesome dinosaur figure. Up next, we've got a giant Indominus Rex with battle damage. Look at the battle damage on the side right there. That's so cool. It comes with sound effects, and you can turn the battle damage on and off. And besides the battle damage on the side, you've also got the action where you can open and close its mouth with a button on its tail. This figure is ginormous. This one is super cool to display on my shelf. Over here, we've got another dinosaur with battle damage. This is a Tyrannosaurus battle damage edition. Look at all that damage all over its body. It's got huge gashes on its chin and on its leg, on its side, and even a little bit on its face right there too. This is super cool. I love the detail to this. All the way in the back here, we've got the great Spinosaurus. These dinosaurs are huge in real life. And I love the coloring on this one as well. Look at all that detail. And even look at the skin too. Look at all those bumps. It looks super realistic. Over here in the corner, we've got another T-Rex, but this one's a bit different than the other ones. It's a bright red, and it's got this action button on the tail. If you press it, there's a chomping action. That is super cool, and I love how bright this T-Rex is. All right, we've got a few more T-Rexes right here. This one is even bigger than this T-Rex over here. Let's check out this one first. This one has the ripping action. Wow, look at that. And it's got the tail action too. That is super cool. And this T-Rex right over here, it's a bit smaller, but still super ferocious. Look at this. We've got another giant Indominus Rex, just like the other one, except this one doesn't have battle damage. This one has a claw slashing action. Look at this. Right up front here, we've got a ginormous Triceratops. And look at that battle damage too. This dinosaur is quite rubbery. The whole outside is rubber, so it feels pretty lifelike. And when you squeeze its chest, its neck moves up and down. That is really cool. Let's keep digging in. Over here, we've got a mighty Carnotaurus with its great horns on the top and the tiny little arms in the front and the action button on its tail to operate its mouth. Uh-oh, better watch out. We've got some of the most ferocious dinosaurs right here. These are the Scorpius Rexes. These things are super scary, and I like that they're mostly black, so they can actually sneak around in the dark easier than other dinosaurs. So you'd want to keep your eye out for these at the nighttime. And it's got the claw slashing action as well. Right up front, we've got a gigantic Stegosaurus. Look at this. And it's got some action buttons as well. Look at that, you see? It's moving its head up and down. That is super cool. And on the other side here, if you press this one, it swings its tail back and forth. Oh no, watch out for those spikes. Stay out of the way. Check this out. This is one of my favorite Indominus Rex figures. Look at all the detail. This figure is more of a model because none of the parts move other than its mouth. But I love the coloring on it and how realistic it looks. All right, here are some of my favorite dinosaurs ever. These are giant velociraptors, and I love the coloring too. They're similar, but this one's like a more teal color, and this is a more jungle green color. I love the stripes and the speckled coloring on this dinosaur. And both of these velociraptors are super posable. Look at all the ways that you can move them. And even with the claws on their feet, you can move up and down. That is so cool. Oh, you better watch out. This is an Endoraptor. These dinosaurs are super scary and super smart. You better stay out of the way of these dinosaurs. Look at that gold on the side. And once again, this dinosaur is mostly black as well, so we can sneak around in the night. Look at this. We've got a few Dilophosauruses with their crazy looking frills. Stay out of the way of these dinosaurs, or they might spit venom at you. Ooh, right over here, we've got a few more Ankylosauruses. And look at the difference in coloring on these two as well. This one's a lot brighter. It's got that bright blue and like a yellow tan coloring on the bottom. And this one is a green and brown on the bottom. But they've both got those mighty spikes and the mighty armor plating. Let's see the action button on this one. Super cool. And what does this one have? Let's check it out. Let's keep going. There's so many more dinosaurs to see. Wow. Look at these two. I think these both are herbivores. I'm actually not sure what type of dinosaur they are. But look at this one. This one has a huge horn on its back. And this one kind of has like a crown on top. It's like a bright yellow right on the top of its head. And this one's got some action buttons as well. Let's see what it does. First button moves its neck, and the second button moves the tail. And on this dinosaur, you can wiggle the tail back and forth to move its head. How cool is that? Oh, check this out. We've got another model dinosaur. This is the mighty T-Rex. And look at that awesome pose that he's in. It's as if he's roaring right now. Oh, look out. We've got another Indominus Rex in here. This one comes with battle damage as well. And you click it. Bam! There's the battle damage. And the tail controls the head as well. Watch out for those chomps. Ooh, right over here. This is a Mosasaurus. This dinosaur swims in the ocean, and it is a ginormous dinosaur. All right, we've got even more Dilophosauruses in here. Check it out, we've got 3 more. This one is a giant one. And these two are smaller, but look at the coloring on these. That is so cool. And look at how different they all are. I love the variety in coloring, even for the same species of dinosaur. Oh, and here are some of my favorite dinosaurs again. The Velociraptors. We've got a green one right here. We've got a brown Velociraptor. And of course, the famous blue. Oh, I think there's even more Velociraptors in here. Here we go. We've got another green Velociraptor. This one looks like he's sneaking around, stalking his prey. And then we've got this awesome bright red Velociraptor with green stripes on the back. And this Velociraptor actually has a jumping action. The legs are spring-loaded, so when you press down, it'll spring up into the air. 3, 2, 1. All right, these are our last dinosaurs of the bin. Look at this. I believe this is a Pteranodon maybe, and it's got the battle damage on the top that you can open and close. We've also got a baby Triceratops, those massive horns in the front. Super cool. And also a cute little Gallimimus. And this coloring is really cool. It's got the blue top and the orange sides.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add this to our massive Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Godzilla, King Kong studio. Remember, you've seen this awesome video on amazing dinosaurs on YouTube.